Okay, we're back with another one. This right here, this device right here, was labeled the worst device ever in technology within the last like 5 years. Worst device ever in AI. Worst device ever that came out. This was sitting right next to that humane pen. This got reviewed by a lot of people. This got criticized by a lot of people. This is the Rabbit R1 device, y'all. This is the Rabbit R1 device. And if y'all remember, there were a lot of different reviews on this thing. Like a lot of different people, like a lot of different people went on this device. Hey, look, hold on. That means, wait, if all of these people still have the device sitting on their shelves, it might be time to bring it back out. I'm trying to tell you, it might be time to bring it back out. I tell you what, I tell you my personal story. I bought the device when it came out. Mine's, it sat on the shelf. So I bought it for the first month. I tried to do the delivering the pizza. I tried to order my Uber. I tried to do all the promises. I tried to do all the promises that this guy made. This guy. Everybody remembers Jesse. Everybody remembers Jesse. Stage was trying to order Ubers, and he went on stage trying to order pizza, and he went on stage trying to make phone calls and text messages. And everybody remembers Jesse. Everybody remembers that guy. Now, word around town is Jesse grew a beard. Word around town is Jesse went inside a cave, and he studied. He sat, and he waited. He said the technology's not there yet. It's not there yet. He waited. My rabbit then sat on a shelf for maybe a year. Then everybody start hacking it, and everybody start going around, and everybody was like, it's really Android on the inside. We got all these Android devices, and everybody was like, oh man, now it's Android. It's really an Android device, and it's just the app. And I pulled it back out. I downloaded Android on a device. I downloaded OS on here, Android OS. I put a cell phone. I had fun. I was playing Minecraft on here too, just for the kicks of it, because I had nothing else to do with it. I paid $200 for it, and it was worthless. It was worthless. The rabbit didn't work. The rabbit, it wasn't jumping, it wasn't hopping, it wasn't doing none of that. None of that. But y'all, I bring y'all here today. I bring you here today. Jesse grew a beard. I don't even have a picture of the beard. I saw the picture of the beard earlier. I didn't even get the picture. We're gonna show the picture of the beard earlier because clap it up for Jesse. Jesse waited. Jesse went in that cave and he waited. Like the good man he should. He decided not to give up. And I thank him. Because now this is one of the devices that I use on the daily. I use this device on the daily. It hangs around my neck. It dangles around my... I got cases for it. I got 3D printed cases that I just got laying around here. This is one of the old ones. I got so many of them. They break because I wear them so much. I wear this. I use it every day. I use it every day now. And I tell you why. We're in a new day and age, guys. To all the fellas who had one, to all the gals who had one, it's time to bring it back out. It's time to bring it back out. And I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I am not sponsored. I ain't got no sponsors, by the way. Rabbit, NVIDIA, AMD. Baby, tell them we ain't got no sponsors. We need sponsors. But we ain't on that right now. We gonna tell y'all that this device, and the reason why we use it on a daily now is because we in a new day and age. And let me tell you why. We're going to get rid of all the negativity. Well, they wasn't even negative. They was just honest, honestly. It wasn't negative. It was honest. But now, we can still be honest. We can keep it honest. Now, today, we're in a new day and age. We're in a day and age where this rabbit device, this same rabbit device that we all bought day and ages ago, and you can still buy now. I heard it's still online for $200 right now. $200 right now. Once again, not sponsored, but I do support. We're in a new day and age. This rabbit device can now run OpenClaw, Claude Code, Hermes. This weekend, Hermes. They just did the Hermes adapter. I wasn't even running Hermes. I was running OpenClaw and Claude Code, of course. I was running that hard. And I'm gonna tell y'all that I just canceled all my AI subscriptions. I canceled my Claude Code Max subscription, and I canceled my Coda subscription. And it sounds weird that I just said that, and I use this every day. You know, we're gonna get to that. I use free API keys, and we're gonna show y'all how to do that on a little bit later. A little bit in this video, we're gonna show y'all a little preview, and we're gonna show y'all a full actual tutorial later. But we use free API keys. We use flagship models, baby. And not only that, we just invested into a DGX. Local models, baby. 30 to 50 models, 100 models, 100 agents running at the same, well, not models. I got about 30 to 50 agents running at the same time on Paperclip, baby. Paperclip's another one we're gonna talk about later. Shout out to Dota. Hey, Dota, I got something on the way. We're gonna talk about that too. Hey, but shout out to Paperclip. We got about 30 to 50 agents running on Paperclip, and they all can run through OpenClaw, Claude Code, Hermes.
Sorry, I am unable to complete the task.
Shh, not yet. And everything else that you run, Codex, Claude Code, and all that stuff. In the video, we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about all that. But listen, right now we talk about the Rabbit. You can now hook up all of these agent harnesses straight to your Rabbit and have connection to them on the go. You can connect to these on the go. And let me show y'all my setup. So right now, I never use Hermes, but now it's the self-learning agent. I heard about it for a while now. I've been trying to tame, not tame, but like, I've been trying to like get OpenClaw under control. I'm using Claude Code to do that. And now that I got Claude Code and OpenClaw where I want it to be, now I can get Hermes to like manage all of them. And now that I got the DGX, shouts out to NVIDIA. Well, you know, shouts out to my paycheck, but shouts out to NVIDIA. They ain't give me this, I paid for this. But shouts out to them. We NVIDIA boys now. And I'm going to have Hermes manage everything that's on there, and it's going to basically be the brains for everything else and all of my other agents. And it's going to be self-learning, so it's going to be self-evolving. I have trading agents and all that stuff. We're going to talk about all of that on our YouTube channel that we're starting now. But today, I'm going to show y'all how to hook y'all Rabbit up to all of these agent harnesses. And it's real easy. Let me show y'all. Let me get my little setup. Kind of doing this live, kind of doing this fresh, kind of prepared like a little couple of clips, couple of little videos, couple of little things. You know, I'm kind of new to this, but still true to this. You know. All right, so look, give me a second. We're gonna connect to the Mac, and I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things on the Mac that we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Mac Studio. We're gonna get rid of my Facebook. Y'all need to see this. Y'all need to really see me. Y'all need to see this. So when y'all get y'all Rabbit R1, of course, when y'all set it up, y'all gotta get inside a rabbit hole. The rabbit hole is basically y'all web UI, to where you connect everything to where your Rabbit device is, kind of where you manage everything, set up your Rabbit AI. You can manage your tasks. You can manage pretty much all your settings, etc., etc., etc. Inside of here, you do need to go to your settings though. Inside of here, they have a whole bunch of different things. The first thing I recommend is activating your developer account. Now, when you activate your developer account, you're actually signing away your warranty on your Rabbit device. So beware. But this allows you to do whatever you want with it. Boot. You can. This is how people were booting Android OS. So booting it back to Rabbit OS. So you can do the booting back and forth. You can do whatever. Pretty much you can do whatever you want with it. You can tether, jailbreak it. You can do so many other things. This is how you unlock that. You don't have to do that, but I recommend it. Now, next, nodes, remote nodes. So this is the section where you will have to already have OpenClaw, Hermes, and Claude Code, desktop or CLI. I recommend both. Running on the desktop that you plan on running everything from. In our case, bring the camera back. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Can't really pull it up. Pull the camera. We running off the Mac Mini Studio. Not no, ain't no Mac Mini. Just the beefy boy. Ain't no. Hey, look, ain't no Mini. We ain't getting no Mini. That's a Mac Studio, 32 gigabyte. We like in the mid tier. You got like high tier. You got like low tier, which is the minis, up to like 24 gigabyte. We like, we hit that mid tier, and then like the 64 is like another mid, and then you go up to like 90. And we hit that bottom, like lower middle class. It's about right. Sounds about right. That's why we got this DTX. That ain't lower middle class though. That's not lower middle class. It's an M1 Max, 32 gigabyte. But we run our agent harnesses off of here because they have control. Like it's like a dev He's really good at developing stuff, and my developing tools and all that stuff is on here, and has real good access back and forth through everything. I also run everything through head scale and tail scale that runs off a server that I run open source by myself on my own computer. Once again, free, open source, run by myself on my computer. VPN, VPS, you can have your own thing, open source, head scale, tail scale. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. I didn't know either. Ask your AI. Ask Claude Code, ask OpenClaw how to set up the head scale and tail scale for you. Stop playing for your VPN, stop playing for your VPSs. You can secure all your stuff easily through tail proxy, caddy. I'm saying all of these words. You don't have to, like, I'm saying it so that way you can catch it and then give it to them later. And they can maybe transcribe this video and they can do it and do it for you later. But that's how you get the setup for free. Yeah. No affiliate links, none of that. Nah, we going for free. Anyway, back to the rabbit. This is where I run my agent harnesses from. So you want to download the node to whatever computer you run your agent harnesses from. So we're going to register this node right now. So we're going to copy this command. It'll detect what computer that you're on. So I got the command up. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open up my terminal. And all you have to do is copy that command. I'll open up the terminal for us. All you gotta do is take that command, copy, paste it, and of course everything will update. We're gonna revoke this token because right before we post this video. But now you can start the Rabbit agent. So a couple of different things that I recommend after starting the Rabbit agent. I will have either Claude Code or OpenClaw or Hermes, whatever one you were running beforehand. Let them know that you just downloaded the Rabbit agent and that you want it to always start when your computer starts up, and that you always want it to stay alive 24 hours. It'll build a watcher or a watchdog for you that can always keep up with it, so that way it can always stay ready for you. So now you got to download it. That was that easy. It's successfully downloaded. It's running. It started successfully. That's about it. All right, now we back. Give me 1 second. So now on your Rabbit device, at first, if you look at them, they all now switching on. They were not there at first, but now that they're connected to my computer, and that the Rabbit is connected to my account, and that the Rabbit agent is now connected to my computer, it's all linked together. And it just detected my OpenClaw, Claude Code, and Hermes that's on my computer, and they're all connecting to it now. OpenClaw, connected. I can now open up all my OpenClaw sessions. They're loading. Claude Code, started up. Hermes, connecting, starting up. I'm gonna reset the device so we can get it up and running. Sometimes you might have to reset the device. Sometimes it might be loaded. It might be a little glitchy. You know what I'm saying? They just updated it. Give them a chance. Let them do their thing. I'm resetting my device, doing a device reset, reboot. Sometimes that's what you got to do. The things, turn it off, turn it back on, turn it back on. You know, everybody the blue cartridge. Everybody, if you ain't old enough to, make sure that thing work. But it's really that simple. Once we get it back on, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of examples of what we got. It can control. I'm gonna have each agent do a prompt, control my computer, and kind of do their thing, and show y'all that this device is really back. We can go on the go with this. We can go outside with this. You can, as long as you got Wi-Fi connection on this. So that's another thing about this device. You can put a SIM card in here. And then you can have internet connection all the time, or you can use your phone, tablet, or other computer devices to put a hotspot up, and then you can always connect this to any hotspot. Pause. For security purposes, I do not recommend connecting to any public hotspots or any public Wi-Fi's with your AI agents. That is not good computer hygiene. Connect to your Wi-Fi, connect to your devices. I don't recommend going to Starbucks and McDonald's and be like, ooh, I got my Rabbit out. Nah, don't. Please don't do that. See, there's people like me in the world that's nice, but there's people out there in the world that's not nice. Don't do that. Guys, in a few moments, we're gonna restart it. We're gonna get it back up and running. We're gonna get back up and running. We're gonna get back up and running. Are y'all excited? Are y'all excited as I am? Because it's back. Somebody tell Marquise he got to bring this joint back out there. Tell Marquise, tell him bring that thing back out the closet, man. Tell him bring it out. Tell him bring it back out, man. Yeah. You know, that's a little... Mine's a little dusty. As I told you, I run it every day. This is actually a screen protector. So I got screen protectors that I run on here. I might just take it off so I can see the joint. All right, so look, I just loaded back up. They're all still there. They're all connecting. They're actually... That's connected. Let's see. So it looks like out of them that connected, OpenClaw looks like it's connected, and Hermes looks like it's connected. Claude Code looks like it's the only one having issues or problems. So what we're going to do is we're going to close Claude Code on the desktop, and we're going to reset it. Sometimes you might have to quit Claude Code and reset Claude Code in order for it to actually be that connection that it needs. And on Hermes, you might have to also accept it to a node as well. We're going to figure all that out. Y'all, give me a few seconds.
1 week later.
It took a week for me to diagnose everything that was going on with this darn device. Talk to me. Come here. Psst, come here, little mama. Let me whisper in your ear. Tell me a little something. Come here. Come here. Affiliate programs? Let me know. You need some developers in there? Let me know. There's no reason why I should have released like this. Alright. I'll start. I ran into a few issues. First of all, document is lacking. Y'all. There's documentation out there. Like, if you think you got to go dive into their forums and wherever you come from and whoever won and whoever took the time to try to do it themselves, and that wasn't even helpful. I had to do it myself. I'm going to be the one releasing the forms. All right, number 2. We've been picking this device apart since you released it. Y'all like my case? Y'all like this case? This is a black one, a little Nike tag. We've been picking this device apart since you released it. Since we figured out it was an Android, since people start playing Minecraft on it and all that, we've been picking it apart. Then you released a developer program and make us sign our warranties away. Then give me everything I need to develop. To develop this. Give me what I need. Where are my tools? Where's my developer kit? I should know what is living on my computer as my middleman intelligence. I should know the code to that. Anyway, this is why I had to isolate in the sandbox a little bit, but we're gonna go into safety and stuff later with this, because you don't know what it is. Essentially what it is, man, between your agents. But still be careful. Heed my warnings. Rabbit team, there's some stuff that we need to do about this, and I feel like, yeah, we can help. The developers can help. People who have these devices can help y'all. Just let it go. Let it go. Make peace with us. We make peace with you. Really a program. We can do it all. Y'all don't even have to hire developers. Everybody y'all can just kick them. Sorry, no, I'm just messing with y'all. Don't do that. 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 But open it up to the community. And then while y'all can still do y'all thing, let us do our thing. And then we can meet somewhere in the middle. There should be no reason why I had to spend a week on this. But we're back. We're back. All right. I'm going to tell y'all at least the first maybe 3 problems that, once again, 50, it wasn't expecting a developer to have 25, 50 to 150 gigabytes of Claude Code sessions. So they were trying to upload all the Claude Code sessions like through the Rabbit, and then so they could send it to the Rabbit so you could have your sessions on here. But that was cascading and failing every single time, and they would have stopped it and time it out because it was too much data. I don't blame them. So we had to filter it to the last 10 to 20 sessions. OpenClaw and Hermes, biggest ones where you had to update them and make sure that they're connected. ACP. They kept trying to connect through other means. It wasn't working. Yeah. I have constant connectivity. I have it constantly running. orphans, the sub agents. So the rabbit agent that lives on the computer. This is a big one because this was the hidden one. Every time that you swipe on the screen, it creates a new sub agent inside of the rabbit, and that sub agent is connecting to your agent harness, OpenClaw, Hermes, or Claude Code. So right now, I just opened up like 20 of them. If you don't respond to them, they just sit there, open, never dies. Think on your computer that's killing those sub agents, then the rabbit will just grow to 150, however many your computer can handle on your CPU or on your GPU, and it's going to start to fail and cascade. Ask me how I know. So that's one thing that I figured out as well. I have now a watcher that actually watches that, and it has to kill like some of the orphaned sub agents. Yeah. And then keeps that going. So that way I can have connectivity all the time. That one's below in my description. But that was it, y'all. Like we back. We back. Also, once again, we're running all of our models right now for OpenClaw and Hermes off of the DGX Spark. Our next video is going to be our DGX Spark on opening and unboxing. And we're also going to preview our dashboard called Spark Plug, where we basically run all of our language models and swap them out like pretty much like Game Boy cartridges. I have a list of them. We can make profiles of them. They get swapped in and out, ejected and loaded. Hot models, warm models, cold models. We got Comfy UI for image, video, and 3D asset generation. Whenever you request that, it can either sit inside of a queue or you can expedite it. You can auto expedite it. It can also basically just kick out whatever model that you have currently in there, load up the models that it needs to do your generation. After it's done the generations, it'll load your hot model back up so that way it can reply back to your Hermes or OpenClaw or whatever else you're running. And in the meantime, those calls sit inside of a queue. So that way you're not getting timed out on those other agent harnesses while you're doing your generation. Instead, it just waits there. And then after it's done, it loads up the other model and it finishes replies. Got nodes and system. We got clustering. We're gonna have 3 different engines in here. We have VLLM, Llama, CCP, and MLX. We're going to do a lot of clustering in between DGX devices and Mac devices. So this is something that we all built. Something I built. So just to run the DGX, because once again, this came bare, but I want to make this so that you can actually run it off of any computer language models. So AMD boxes, y'all can get this too. Mac Studio, Mac get this too. And I'm gonna figure out some way that we're gonna plug them all together and have one big giant data center of AMD, the damn NVIDIA, the damn Mac, and plug them all together. I'm a mad scientist. Yeah, it's this dude Alex on YouTube. I'm gonna hit him up later once I start getting my little YouTube button. We gonna do some mad scientist things, and we gonna figure out how to do that. I already seen he got a video on how he did something like that. I got a 32 gigabyte. Use it. In the meantime, with the waste of no more time, in my last message to the Rabbit team, let it go. We're going to show y'all how the Rabbit R1 works now. Come in. All right, y'all. So this is once again, our DGX dashboard called Spark Plug. It's actually running off my Mac computer right now, but I am connected to the DGX. This is my client version, and basically here you can see that I have the Linguina model active. This is basically how many devices you have, how many is queued right now or sitting in a queue, different profiles of all these different language that I made, that I downloaded. You can make custom profiles with custom weights, custom context windows, etc., etc., etc. So that way you can get the best profiles, and then you can run them. I can just click them, and it's going to load the next one like that right now, and then click apply, and it'll click Laguina out, and it'll load that one, etc., etc., etc. So right now we're sitting on the Laguina model, still running hot, and we're going to go back to our queue sitting over here. Now, hey, OpenClaw, say hello to our Rabbit R1 viewers that are watching our videos right now on YouTube. So from the Rabbit R1 to the Rabbit Cloud to OpenClaw to the DGX sitting as OpenClaw's provider. And as you can see, it just came through on my dashboard here. Of course, we have proper logging, analytics. It came from my OpenClaw. We have other people's OpenClaws and other things here. And
To all the Rabbit R1 viewers watching on YouTube right now.
it replies that fast. Everybody says the DGX is slow. It's just not the fastest. That was less than 30 seconds. That's a good response time for AI. Hey, I want you to use the tools and list all the files or folders on my desktop for me, please. Thank you. So now we got another request. This can also use tools. It can sometimes use them in the background without even showing you. It'll show you your thinking processes sometimes too as well. But as you can see at the bottom is using those tool commands. Right now, you can see each one coming through and in and out my box as every time it, every time it needs to. Boom.
I wasn't able to find your traditional desktop directory at or shy, but I did locate your main working directory, which appears to be your Mac's home directory, based on the file.
Etc., etc., etc. I was just, showing you examples. I'm not going to have it read my whole file based on, but that bada boom. Like Hermes, you can come over here, swipe to the next one. Hey, boss lady, what's going on today? Say hello to the Rabbit R1 viewers. We're currently live making our YouTube video. Then you can see Antonio's Hermes come through. Boom. So yeah, man, the DGX, we can now run all local models all off of our Rabbit R1. This is crazy. This is pretty much my workflow. I can also use Cloud too, but remember, y'all, we don't have to no more. We don't have to.
I see you're live on YouTube with the Rabbit R1. Hello to the Rabbit R1 viewers indeed. Right now, I'm standing by, ready to help with whatever you need to keep that stream, that content rolling.
That's it.
You're hands-free on that little device. Tell me what's next, and I'll handle it. Stream setup or fixes. I can check your DGX Spark stack.
And that's it, y'all. So, once again, we got the Rabbit now hooked up to OpenClaw, Hermes, and the DGX Spark. We got the full workflow working. Claude Code. So we run Claude Code in 3P mode, which I'm going to leave in my description below to how you even do all of that. Claude Code is another beast that we had to like. But we did it. It's all downloaded below in the description. I'm going to cut this video. If y'all have any questions, let us know. One video, DGX box unboxing, and us showing off more of our spark plug dashboard. Stay tuned, y'all. Let me know. Holla at me. Game Worlds, baby. Rabbit team.